Goodbye my people, now welcome to this channel where we dey drop update on wetin dey happen for Biafran territory as the Minister of Information Mazi Akparawa dey drop this update. Make na hear wetin im talk. E dey very important.
Good you all once again. I was just making the entire world to know the importance and the reasons why we say IPOB has a government, and that government is Brgie. It is this very government that smoke out these criminals, and it is this very government that has pressed on since the kidnap of Martin and to this very day. So without this very government, the citizens of Biafra will not be defended, and they will not be protected. Without this very government, the bomb blast that you see ravaging the Borno state, the northeast, the northwest, the north central, and all of them there, it would have been worst in Biafra land. Our own be say we no get people where we call leaders now. Is it these Fulani slave boys that rather bring terrorists to come and kill us every time that we call leaders? Are these people that will speak for us? When the Fulani senators and Gumi and the northern senators are rising up in the National Assembly, the House of Reps, and in the ministerial and the governmental seat, they are telling you that you cannot kill a Fulani man. You cannot kill a Fulani terrorist. Whether they kill your children, your babies, or women and men, or they destroy your crops or your livelihood, or they even destroy your existence, that you don't have the right to kill a Fulani man. That you should allow them to explore. They tell you, Kodo, that they are fighting ethnic war. So they are fighting to cleanse you of the earth and to make their own ethnicity to stand as the power of supremacy, which is what Britain did when they galvanized the Nigerian contraption together, right from 1914, right from even when Britain came and then started having the contraption together as a company on what? On a terrorist act, on a terrorist ground. The insecurity you see today, it is Britain that started it. That they kill people, they can put knife on people's head, they can rape women, rape men, and cut off heads. It was Britain. Britain crushed the testicles of men in Africa when they came. What has Britain not done? It is the foundation and the footprint of Britain that you see that their descendants transcends with. So our own case would have been over deadly, times power, millions and trillions, because we have no leaders. What we have are slave boys that decides to see themselves as rulers, that can go and sit down and make decisions against the wishes of the people just for their interests, for their pockets and their families and their aspirations of going to America and Europe. And when you look at what is happening, you will feel so bad. Without this government of IPOB, without this government of the people, for the people, and by the people, protecting the people and defending the people, you will not see that anybody will talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or anybody will even talk about the Biafran people again. So IPOB has a government. That is why we call on all the all Eastern regions, we call on all the police states of Biafra to come out. That it is because of the government that they have, and that they have a government that they are alive today. That take this government out of the way, you are all crushed in one day by the Fulani terrorists. It is this same government that is engaging countries and nations diplomatically to see that what Biafra needs to be known of is It is this same government that is saddled with the responsibility of defending your integrity and protecting your dignity. It is this same government that is saddled with the responsibility of defending you in your countries of residence. It is this same government that is saddled with the responsibility of making sure that all the terrorists in Biafra land are sent off. When we say government speaks to government, one Nigerian terrorist country, they understand it. And that is why they are afraid of doing anyhow. That is why they are afraid of going kaka. We commend the legal team for what they are doing, for our leader and every Biafran that are illegally incarcerated by one Nigerian terrorist government. And our message still remains the same. When we see Martin Amdekano in the hands of the Biafran government in exile, in the office of the Prime Minister in Finland, the government of Biafra will speak again. And the terrorists, you either pull them out of Biafra land or you allow them to die there. Yes. If you don't want to pull the terrorists out of Biafra land, allow them to die there in Biafra land. Because we don't decide whether we have to mess with terrorists or whether we have to play with terrorists or whether we have to rub minds with terrorists. We are not one Nigerian terrorist country. It is only Nigerian terrorist country that recruit terrorists back into their army, into their police, into their air force, into their civil defense, and every security apparatus. In Biafra, we don't recruit terrorists into our defense forces. No. It is the indigenous people of Biafra that are part and parcel of their defense forces. No terrorists recruited from the Sahel or contracted from somewhere can be part and parcel of our defense forces. You must be an indigenous person. And if you even have any inclination of terrorist act, you cannot be allowed to be part and parcel of the defense forces of Biafra. Because
thank you, everyone. You're all welcome to this
will always be terrorists.
fantastic talk of our Prime Minister to the United States of America. Thank you very much. And I am going to be calling on the opening prayer that will be presented by no one else but Father Don Ekenachi. Father Don Ekenachi, are you there?
For one Nigeria this time. Because this
Father
is not
Don Ekenachi, please, could you please raise your hand?
In 1966 to 70s, when you listen to Colonel Obosi,
Lady Diana, please, can you take over?
I don't know.
Start
yes, connect. I don't know.
There were plans
I don't know who is there.
to kill all the Yorubas.
I don't know who you are co-host. Just open your mic.
And he said, we were of the federal military government of Nigeria. We were trained to protect lives and to defend, and to also defend the integrity of the country. But the Nigerian government said we should kill the Yoruba people and the Middle Beltans. Then we said, no, we cannot kill them. So because we said we cannot kill them, we disobeyed the last order. They had to court-martial many of us. And so we planned a coup. So for us to avert the coup of the Islamic Jihad, for us to avert the Islamic Jihad that was coming, we had to initiate the coup to save the lives of the Yoruba people and the Middle Beltans that were to be totally massacred. Do you understand the point? For us to have saved the life of everyone in Nigeria, they turned the war against all the Biafran people in the whole eastern region. So while the war now was then fixated on the Biafran people. Lagos and other parts of the country were enjoying going to school, doing businesses, economy was booming, they were making money and then making mockery of the Biafran people. But these are the Biafran people that actually decided to defend their existence. So we wait for you all today, because this is not the time of old. This is 2024. It is called tit for tat. And we have a government of Biafra that has come to be, that has streamlined everything in order to the defense of Biafra and Biafra and Biafra. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, we had some Yoruba people shouting freedom, freedom, freedom with us. Today, where are they? They were shouting Oduduwa, Oduduwa with us. Today, where are they? You see? Because they have given them Jakaban. They now resolve that they have landed. The freedom they were shouting is no more of importance. Oh, it is Jakaban that has come to be the savior. It is Jakaban that has been their option. It is the same way that they had wanted to give you Peter Obi, which they brought Peter Obi and gave to some of you. And you all abandoned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You were all now singing, Peter Obi is the savior, Peter Obi is the nonsense, Peter Obi is the idiot, Peter Obi is the rubbish. Some of you were saying, Peter Obi will come and give us Biafra. And Peter Obi opened his stinking mouth to say, Biafra died 50-something years ago and should never be allowed to resurface again. And for their survivors, we may not compensate them, but we will see what to do. And when they ask him, what will you do to the Fulani terrorists that are killing people every day? He said, for the Fulani terrorists, we will see a way of reintegrating them back into the society so that they will come and continue killing the people from where they stopped. What is different from what Peter Obi said compared to what the Secretary General of United Nations said? Secretary General of United Nations visited Nigeria. He saw skeletal bodies of babies, children, women, and men that were killed by Fulani terrorists. After he supervised IDP camps, that is nothing to write home about, he came out and said he recommends that Nigeria should reintegrate the terrorists into the community. That is what the Nigerian government are doing today. That is what Musa told you, that they are very comfortable, that it is working very well with the reintegration of the terrorists into the Nigerian army, the airspace, the navy, the police, and everything that has to do with Nigeria. That it is working very well. But when you hear of Biafra, you have to kill Simon Ekpa. You have to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You have to kill anything Biafra. Do you understand the mindset of these people? So, IPOB has a government, and this government has a purpose. Today, who is crying now? Is it IPOB that is crying now, or it is the one Nigerians that are crying? That's why I say I weep for some of you in anticipation. No? All of you that are in one Nigeria, I weep for all of you in anticipation. Because what we did in 1966 to carry the cross of every other person, we will not carry it again in 2024. We are only saddled with the responsibility of carrying the cross of the Biafran people. And we will defend Biafra with everything we have. And anybody that tries to come into this Biafran territory where you are not part of the Biafra, you want to come and give us trouble, we will tear you to pieces. We will make sure you go and enjoy your one Nigeria. And you will pay with your blood for the one Nigeria.